Today I'm swimming in pi, in fractals, and just a lot of mathematical thinking, which I think is just thinking. So, reading some of Belsky's ideas book, and it's either written in 2007 or 2009. I'm thinking about how things have changed so much since then, exponentiation of ideas and capabilities and connectedness. So, like, some of the things he wrote then are most definitely going to be different now. Or not, because of what he's writing about and of what he's actually doing. There seems to be some brilliance. But either way, as I'm reading now and of what I know now, I know to challenge even the seemingly brilliant, to question it anyway. And I don't think I knew that 5 years ago. So as I'm reading things that, whether or not he meant them that way, I know I would have taken them that way a few years back. So restraints in particular, he's talking about how they help creativity. And like, my mind goes right away toward the restraints that we grew up with. This intense belief and feeling that if you want good stuff to happen, you've got to endure the bad. And so restraints are bad. And so as I'm reading that, I'm thinking right away to, oh, okay, so I do need to maintain those restraints. Then I started thinking, those restraints, I'm thinking Peter Attia's TED a lot, which goes back to Catherine Schultz. The whole idea of being wrong. So I'm thinking, those restraints in my mind, I'm thinking they're the bad that I have to endure. Well, actually, maybe they're the thing perpetuating this comfort in the restraint, so that you don't change and you don't experience or actionize your ideas. So thinking about and then again that fine line, thinking maybe those restraints aren't the restraints that are needed to actionize, to help ideas come to be. And just waffling back and forth between, okay, am I saying that to rationalize because my gut, my heart is wanting to go this particular way? Or is it really that way? So I started resting in the idea of pie. So I was thinking perhaps restraints are never repeating and never ending ness. Because speaking for myself, I always look for patterns. I mean, part of 51st Date's Groundhog Day is looking for patterns to iterate better the next time. But what if, and it is, I mean, there's never anything the same unless it's computerized. So what if in humanity it's more like pie, that there is no repeating pattern? Because then I started thinking, I have these things, and it happened today. I have these things in the course of a day that in my mind that they have to happen. I have to run before I shower and get going with the day. I have to do this in the morning. What if that's the restraint? What if my restraint is letting go of that need for something to have order so that I can completely be immersed? So then I started thinking, what if, so I changed things up. My restraint is never repeating this. I was thinking, okay, then I probably would zoom out and over the course of several months see a pattern. Then that's when I started thinking pie and being able to be okay with not a pattern so that you remain fully alive. So, and then just Peter adding the whole, everything is part of the fractal, everything fits on everything else if the it isn't it that matters. I mean, that's almost like the testing of the it. Is it stackable into that fractal? So, very diverse. Thinking of fractals and pie. A pie fractal that you can't quite hold on to. But because of that, there's where the richness is. It's like cakes let me go and I will love you more. Ness. So, leaning into the idea that maybe the restraints that will perpetuate an idea that I believe, that a lot of we believe, is a narrative for 100% of humanity. Perhaps some of those restraints, or maybe even the biggest restraint, is swimming in the chaoticness of never ending, never repeating pie-ness. That there's nothing to hold on to, and that's the beauty. That allows for a choice every day, and choice allows for you to be fully alive. Making that equitable is the dream.